everybody needs to have something going on for
Right.
themselves, because that can be something that can create the next Amazon, next Apple. So all of us have potential. And two, it's like, if you can get a job at a 9 to 5, you can create your own, because apparently they saw something in you.
Right.
So all of us have that potential. It's just we have to, especially in our communities, we have to think about ownership. Powernomics is
What's going on with you?
What's up with you, man? How you doing?
Much, man. Nothing, man. Look, just trying to build on some things, work on some things. You know?
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. Man, shout out first off to Illuvione, man. I saw the event. Fire.
I wish you would have been there. You should have been there.
I know, man. Hey, I was working, but I saw it. I saw it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Man, Levi, when you hit me up and you told me about today's topic, I thought that it was very, very timely and very needed too, because right now during COVID, a lot of people are folding, and also a lot of people are taking advantage. I see people getting all the digital guides, consultations. People are taking advantage. So step one for somebody who is serious right now on getting financial freedom, spreading their wings, what is step one to start investing in yourself?
I think step one would either be to, of course, tap in and get the like the Illuvione Business Bootcamp to teach you all the steps that you need to know how to create a profitable business. Even if you already have one or two, it's always nice to have that, because once you're in, you're always in. So every time I add more info, more stuff, it's there for the use so you can grow your stuff more. What Eric just dropped, the Dr. Dapper, if y'all don't already follow him, he just dropped that six-figure ebook course, and that's a gold mine, because I've been making passive income off of my ebook since 2018. I'm still making money off that, right? And of course, he dropped his guides during the pandemic, and he made thousands of dollars off that. So after he did that, and after the conversations about ebooks, and he was like, I know he hit me up and like, yo, I'm about to do this course, I'm working on it, and I was like, yeah, I was like, you got the gift, and like now all it is teaching people how to build an ebook within their own platform, within their own passion. And I was like, that's perfect for anybody that's at least trying to tippy toe their way into becoming an entrepreneur. My course is like, all right, boom, you really want to be an entrepreneur? Here's everything that you need to start from ground zero to now within your purpose. Within his, it's like, hey, let me teach you how to make money with what you know right now. Yeah. And that way you can afford the Illuvione Business Bootcamp. With that extra money that you're making on the side. So those are different ways that you can begin to invest in yourself today.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. And Illuvione, talking about that, you do so many great things with sponsoring the kids, scholarships, laptops. I mean, everything. Like, you just giving back. Hey, so man. I love it. When it comes to like the actual boot camp, what can people expect from that experience?
So within the boot camp, it challenges your mind on like trying to find your true purpose. A lot of people think they know what they want to do because they're trying to focus on what they like, not on what they love. That's a big difference. Knowing like what you love is something that you've been doing since you were a child, something you do without thinking. Sometimes you do it in order to make yourself happy, or to get away from the sadness or whatever is going on. You do that. Some people are playing ball. Some people are drawing, sketching. Some people are playing on the piano, whatever it is. Like, it's something that you've been doing since you were young, and you just thought that's just what you did. It was nothing, something that you did. Mine was talking to other people. Like, I talk to people and help them with their problems. At first I felt like, well, maybe I'm running away from my own problems, but that was just the way I figured out how to help myself, was by helping other people with what they needed.
Right.
And from there, I kind of, just became the master consultant within everything: life, business, sex, relationships, all that. I think that within the Illuvione Business Bootcamp, a lot of people are realizing that it's testing their mental and their spiritual, because now it's like, hey, you got to do this stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not just like, okay, I'm listening to you talk and I'm taking notes, but like don't go to this next video if you haven't done this already. And I've had people message me and be like, hey, I had to stop because I haven't taken care of this yet. I'm like, there you go.
Wow.
I like get tapped in with it. I'm like, hey man, I think I want to get a consultation during this time. I'm like, okay, get your consultation and we'll help you out. That way we can speed up the process or whatever you need to get done. So it's pretty much all the BS all the BS mistakes that the common person would make. You won't make that after you take the Illuvione Business Bootcamp, because you're saving money, you're saving yourself time, you're knowing the loopholes, you're connected with certain people. Because we have a business tax professional that was kind enough to actually create a video for the Illuvione Business Bootcamp to let people know, like, hey, these are the steps that you need to do, you need to pay attention to when you're in a business. And if you need help, here's my info. It's under this video. Give me a call, give me a text, give me an email, and we'll set something up and we'll talk. And I have testimonials, not necessarily testimonials, but lessons from other members. So we have, of course, we have Eric. He talks about the high fashion, high luxury fashion. We have Kahila in there, the owner of Sankofa, who talks about sports fashion. We have Siani, the owner of Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls, talks about the bakery industry. We have so many people that are, giving their gems just so that we know, just so that everybody can get a little bit. You know how people are like looking for mentors, and it's like it's so hard to find a mentor. But if you come to Illuvione Business Bootcamp, you'll get a piece of that, and then you're like, now I know who to tap in with within my industry or what I'm trying to work on, because now I got to get what I'm working on. But it's so much, man. It's learning about business credit. It's learning how to properly get business credit. It's learning, the true meaning of ownership, trademarks, word marks, S corps, C corps, the differences, double taxation, all kinds of shit. Like I give this away to people that are under 21. So if you're 19, 18, and you really working on your shit,
and everybody take advantage.
I got a 12-year-old that owns a CBD infused juice company right now. I got a 20-year-old that just started her own clothing line. I got another 17-year-old that just started his own magazine company. Like, motherfuckers is coming. Excuse me, I didn't mean to curse. People are coming. No.
You chopping it up.
I told my daughter that I would stop cursing. She's like, Dad, you always curse a lot when you're on live and you're talking to your friends. So I'm trying to work on that. So,
he's trying to be better.
Trying to, so everybody's getting it. And then, of course, the people that are paying for it, when you're already investing into yourself, you're like, look, I paid for this. I'm definitely going to get all I can. So that's within the course. That's a little bit. And we always adding more videos. And anytime there's a student that's like, hey, they have questions about something, like, I didn't see this in the video, I'm adding it. All it takes is one person. To email the course. I always check it. And when I see something, like, okay, I don't have that, I'll add that, because maybe somebody else is going to need it too.
That's right.
And, that way it'll just keep growing, and it'll just keep being more information that you can always come back to, no matter how long you've been into the course.
I love it, bro. And just from studying you guys from afar, when it comes to the digital guides, I've purchased multiple of those, and they've helped tremendously. Or studying you, like, you guys have mastered when it comes to monetizing your skill sets. How can other people who's trying to get there and they're somewhat confused, how can they learn how to properly monetize their skill sets?
I would always tell somebody to get a one-on-one. Because sometimes, like, what I always like to tell people within our B&B lives is you need people in your skybox, but you have to be like, while you're on the field, you're moving around, you're making the play. You don't know where that hole is. You on the other side. You might be looking, but somebody in the skybox, like, hey, you need to take that right there, because that's gonna get you to where you need to be quicker. And people like myself and like Eric, we're constantly in the skybox. That's pretty much how we made our career of being consultants and being able to give all the game and doing what we do, is always being in the skybox, because we can already see your next move before you can see it. And even if you don't want to make that move, we always give you 3 different options. We're like, hey, you can do this, or this, or you can do all 3. It's totally up to you and your work ethic.
Wow. Dropping bars, man. That's why I love chopping it up. This is great, man. This is great, bro. Yes, sir.
Man, but I got to tell you something, right? So you are one of the reasons why soon I'll be having my own podcast.
I've been waiting on it. I've been waiting.
Hey, look. Hold on.
Hey, there
Look,
we go.
We, you know what I'm saying? It's coming.
There we
It's
go.
coming. They look. Shout out to JC Media. So JC Media is what is taking care of everything.
Let's
Getting
go.
couches and sound things and stuff like
This
that.
about to be hilarious. I
Oh,
can't
bro,
wait, man.
bro. You know what I'm saying? And look, I gotta have you as one of the guests.
Hey, I got you, bro. I
So,
got you. Same here, bro. Anytime, that you come to the city, I got you.
We'll be in Atlanta for New Year.
I'm ready.
So
Say less.
Me, Eric, the whole damn near.
Oh, hey, content galore then. I got y'all.
Yeah,
super
look,
content.
Half of Illuvione is gonna be in Atlanta from the 30th to the 3rd. And yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
We're working.
It's about to go crazy then.
Yeah, now.
Yes. So Levi, speaking on that, right? You started your podcast, and I appreciate, man, all the love, like for real.
For sure.
What is the importance too of us realizing our voices? Because with people like yourself, Eric, where y'all are funny people, y'all consult, y'all provide us with game, with knowledge, books, all these different things. How important is it for people like y'all to get involved in podcasting?
I think it's for us. It's you know what? I told one of my clients this the other day, or new client. You never want to leave a plate of food untouched. You know what I mean? You don't want to, and I feel like,
I like that.
Whether it's being in podcast, YouTube, social media, whatever it is, you're pushing a product, or you're pushing an ebook, whatever. Those are different plates of food, right? So if the opportunity presents itself and it's within your passion's path, take it.
Yeah.
Never ask why, always ask why not. So that's my thing. So when the opportunity presented itself, like, hey, you should do a podcast, I was like, why not? I was like, we'll keep playing with everything, and if it comes along, it comes along. Well, then the opportunity kept presenting itself, so we started moving towards it and working on it. So I feel like with people like myself, or anybody else like yourself, or anybody that's in the podcast world, it's an opportunity. Like, if it presents itself and you know that it's within your passion's path, you should most definitely take it. Now the question is, and if you're doing that, do you know how to monetize yourself? Like myself, being in the skybox, like I always try to have like an out of body experience with myself, to see, because most times, like, I'm on the field, so somebody's got to be in my skybox. And unfortunately, right now, I don't have somebody that's in my direct skybox looking down trying to tell me to make the move. So I got to have an out-of-body experience to do that for myself. So I'll look in and be like, all right, what is the best ways for myself that's just going to be brand new to this podcasting world? How am I going to monetize? How am I going to be able to build this? I already got, sponsors lining up now. And it's all because of, the DMing, the reaching out, stepping up, and then using what you got, showing your media kit off and stuff like that. And if you don't have a media kit, that's why you join the Illuvione Business Bootcamp, because we got that kind of stuff. Independent contractor agreements, NDAs, all that stuff is within the course. It's just so you can get set up. You have everything you need, all those tools, so you can build that mechanical masterpiece that's going to take you from A to Z.
And Levi, man, what you said in there was so important, because you were talking about background work, about when it comes to already taking care of sponsorships, already thinking about, how am I going to monetize my platform? And I think so many of us, especially our age group, we get so caught up in trying to flex on social media that we are thinking like, how am I going to execute this? Or how am I going to do all the technical work? How am I going to do X, Y, and Z? So what are your thoughts on us being motivated to try to accomplish something, right? But to also be calm and think, how am I actually going to get there?
So I would try to like revert to like my clients, especially if I have somebody like a client that just popped on here before. What's going on, PV? You should always dream wild, plan optimistically, and prepare realistically. So with that, you got to be ready here and here, right? So if these ain't connected, then it ain't gonna connect to the pockets. You know what I mean? You gotta get with what's really important. Of course, you know, yeah, everybody wants to look good and be presentable and stuff like that. And that's cute. That's cool. But I'm trying to get paid.
That's right. That's
You know?
right.
And if you don't have the tools are out there. Whether you've gotten your guides, whether you're in the course, whether you're getting a consultation or whatever, there's steps that you have to take in order to present to prepare yourself to get your stuff. I'm really trying not to curse. To get to get the info and the money that's coming in your way. You have to know what's gonna be there first. I know I'm gonna get the money. I know that for a fact. Now I just need to make sure that I brand myself properly. I need to make sure my personal branding, my business branding is on point. I need to check all my social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything. Everything's gotta be flourishing with what's about to happen. I don't need to have a whole bunch of followers. I don't need to have whole bunch of clout. I don't need that, because it's got to start from somewhere. That will come. And really, what really matters is the loyalty of your viewers. That's what matters, because when you have that, that's what sponsors want. They want that engagement, you know.
Thanks.
So for me to only have like 2,000 followers, right, 2,000 some change, I'll hit somebody and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I got. I'll send them a little bit about myself. I'll send them like a couple of things, like here's magazine articles or whatever, and they're like, oh my God, I'm looking at your engagement. I'm looking at your engagement, and I'm rocking this. I'm willing to pay you for a video or for a shout out or whatever it is. And I'm just like, all right, line them up one after another, and start to build that relationship. So if you don't know where to start, of course, I'd always say, get a consultation. But
free plug.
If you don't know where to start, sometimes you got to ask somebody. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to ask somebody that's in the podcasting world. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot, to DM like, hey man, I'm about to build my own podcast, or I'm about to start my own this. I see you're doing your thing. I honestly don't know where to start. Now, a lot of people maybe not be willing to give you the game, and that's unfortunate. That's just sometimes it's a sharkish world. You eat or you get ate. But there's people out there like, yeah, I'll teach you how to fish real quick. I'll give you like, this is what I would do if I was you, type of thing.
Right.
And then you take that and you build, and then you watch your other competition and you create your own blueprint. While you're creating your own blueprint, that's when you start making those moves. That's when you start letting people know what you're doing. There's a moving in silence, but you only move in silence when it comes to money.
That's a bar.
You don't move in silence when it comes to business, and that's what a lot of people forget. They think, oh, I gotta move in silence with my shit. No, because who's gonna support you if they don't know what's going on?
Who's gonna know?
You don't move in silence when it comes to business. You move in silence when it comes to money. I don't need everybody knowing how much I got in my pocket or what's the next move that I'm about to make. It's about the business. The business is what you need to be loud about. And a lot of people, they mistake that. They mistake that for, maybe I might be being cocky or arrogant. No. You let people know, hey, this is what I'm about to do. I will love your support. This is what I'm stepping into. If you got anybody that be interested to work with or whatever, tap in, let me know, DM me. I slide in the DMs and let people know what I'm doing all the time. The time. And that's just because, I don't know everything. I'm a person that I don't know everything, but I will build a business or a business relationship with somebody that knows way more than I do. And I was like, you know what? I'll be able to take both of us to the top within this situation. You got what I need, and I got what you need, and we'll boom, make it happen. So and on top of that, that's how you build your circle too. You build your circle and you build your team by that, but you got to be vocal, because you're already thinking it and you're speaking it out into the world and stuff like that. And that's great. You're putting the energy out there. But when energy comes back and you're preparing yourself for it, if you're not doing nothing, then it's nothing. You got to put actions behind it. Actions are those words and those actions behind that and the people that you're working with, so that you can get stuff done.
Ooh, you preaching, man. And shout out to my girl Lauren. I see you. She said relationships over money, and that's a fact. And Levi, what you said was vital about not having this quote unquote big following, but having 2,000 to 4,000 followers is still a lot, because I tell people Imagine 4,000 people inside of a room. That's a lot of people, right? So the fact that you have engagement, I think that a lot of people have 1,000 followers, or like even right now, like this podcast was started in February, growing, right? How do people not get so caught up in, yo, this person or this podcast has 200,000 followers, but they're not realizing I just started this year and I'm halfway where I pretty much want to be. So how do you build that engagement first? And then two, how do you not get caught up in what everybody else has going on?
So when it comes to engagement, I always refer back to, the social media god, Eric. That's me being, that's my brother. So I get to use everything I want to use. I'm like, hey, give me some advice or whatever. But really building on your engagement is just being you. If there's anything that I've learned from building engagement and staying tapped in with your people is just being 100% yourself. Because in giving whatever it is that's within your passion, that right there brings people to you. What you see on my IG, that's just me. And I'm not trying to be some kind of personality, even though they call Raw with Levi a personality in the show and stuff. Like, that's just me. That's it. I'm not adding a little extra spice to it. I talk about something and I do my thing. And even on my consultations, this is how I'm talking. I'm like, look, this is what you got to do. This is the way you got to move, blah, 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 because you're wrong. You're wrong or you're right. And we'll go like that. So for anybody that's out there that's trying to build their engagement up, I say be more personal. Don't be so don't be so cookie cutter, so robotic, and think like, okay, I have to bring this image. Well, if that image is not you, then what are you doing? You don't want people to accept an image of you. You want people to accept you. That's it. They're your fans. They're your admirers. They're your supporters. They're not the image supporters. You know what I mean? Like, because one day you're gonna break out of that. One day that's gonna fall apart. So many people, YouTubers, all that, have been committing suicide and telling people how depressed they are. It's because they've been faking and not being themselves the whole goddamn time. Yes, you're making millions now, and that's great. But you're sad, you're tired, you fucking hate your life. Excuse me, freaking hate your life, and and now you want to take your life away. All that hard work that you did, but you didn't do it for yourself. You did it for the image. You know what I mean? So now you can't even enjoy it because it's not you. You got to be able to enjoy what you put in. That means it's got to come from you. You are your own asset, not whatever personality that you create, not whatever any business. You are your own asset. So when you bring yourself to the forefront and you let people know, this is my passion, this is what I believe in, this is how I move, the people that are supposed to be connected to you will be connected to you. The people that are supposed to be your audience will be your audience. That's hands down. It's inevitable. It's something that, it will never change. It's always been that. There are people that have been fake and it came out, on some, Milli Vanilli type stuff. Like, you're not really singing, somebody in the background doing the singing, But if you're you, then you're it. J. Cole, he don't come out with like 2 Chainz, no offense to 2 Chainz, I love 2 Chainz, but he don't go like 2 Chainz or 21 Savage or I'm picking the wrong ones.
But I know what you mean. Like, he's coming out here flexing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not coming in there doing something that somebody else is doing. Like, that's not his lane. He could, but that's not who he is. J. Cole does J. Cole shit. It's like, this is how I do. This is what I do. Like, whether y'all have me in the forefront or not, like, this is who I am. And he's the type of person now, by doing his thing the entire time, that he could drop an album and not say nothing and still make more money than the people that are flexing all the time, doing all the extra stuff and being who they are within their own, or have their own persona, So, and I mean, I say that because, and that's what I think, I wish I wouldn't have picked like 21 or 2 Chainz. I wish I would have picked somebody with a persona. You know what I mean? Somebody.
We can even say somebody like Tekashi.
Perfect. That's perfect. Perfect. So he created an entire other person, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
he blooded, you know what I'm saying? He just a whole different person. Made a lot of money. A
Yeah.
lot of money.
He
And then
did.
bam, it all crashed. And now he's running around with security. Now he's sick, he's stressed out, all kinds of shit. You don't know what he's doing. But guaranteed, if he would have went about it the other way and he was just him, he might not have got there as quick, but he still would have got there. And that's what it's about. It's about time and patience. You got to be patient. You got to be patient with that. And a lot of people don't realize that patience is one of the huge keys that you have to have on your keychain. Patience is one of the keys that you have to have on your keychain, because he might be doing it within his own lane and he's moving. You're like, damn, he getting that money. Bam, he's moving. Like, what am I not doing that he's doing? Yeah. He's just him. He's just him. That's all that is. And everybody's path journey is different. Everybody is like a fingerprint. Your path is like a fingerprint. It's unique. Beautiful. It's unique. Yep. You know what I mean? So you can't compare yourself to the people around. I would drive myself crazy sick if I compared myself to the people that I put around me. You know what I mean? If Eric could make $100,000 tomorrow, and I'm like, damn, he's making $100,000. I'm not gonna get sick. I'm gonna get hungry. I'm like, all right. What do I need to do within my lane? You know, as me, as Levi, to push myself forward, because my people around me is making moves. So I know my stuff is coming. All right, I can do it too. I can do it within my own lane. Now, somebody might hit the millions before I do. That's okay. I know my millions is coming within my own lane. I'm not gonna try to be somebody that I'm not, because when I get there, it's not me. Man, you can enjoy that. You know? Yeah. So if you go back to your question of building engagement and not worrying about what everybody else is doing around you, you got to focus on, you got to know who you are, what you're about, and you got to remind yourself about that all the time. That's it. That's it. You'll see the growth. You'll see everybody going, and everybody is going to be, the track is the same. You know, in a race track, everybody is going to the same finish line. Who gives a damn who gets it first? You know, it ain't, because if making it first meant making more money, that's different. You know, that's a competition type of thing. But if everybody just getting to the same millionaire mark, well, shit, I don't need to race y'all. You know, I'm gonna get mine no matter what. So by all means, if your vehicle is faster than mine, cool. If there's something that I need to be doing to help me better, I'll either pay attention to you or ask you, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Am I missing something? Oh man, you might want to try this within your own lane. Okay, well let me try to figure out how to make that a part of my arsenal. You know, I don't want to do exactly what you did, because that's not how I roll, but I'll try to figure out how to use it within my arsenal. And that's how you do that. That it's simple. It's a lot of people don't think it's simple, but it really is. You got to get that pride and that ego out the way. Don't think that you just have to do it by yourself just because it is you. But just understand that you are you, stay confident about yourself, and use the people around you to build that blueprint to add more to your arsenal, because you don't have all the answers. You don't. You don't have all, but you have to be confident enough in yourself to know that it doesn't just have to come from you, because you don't have everything. So if that person is moving faster, pick that up. You know, he dropped a little gem real quick. I'm gonna put that in here. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle that on my shit real quick, and then I'm gonna make my moves.
Man, that's perfect. Again, Levi, man, right now you're pretty much giving out free consultations. All of this is amazing knowledge, bro. I love it, man. And speaking on patience, that's something that is really needed, because again, it can get very enticing when you're scrolling on social media and you see what this person doing, that person's doing. How do you practice patience? Because I know as a young entrepreneur, you're extremely hungry. I know you probably stay up late just thinking, grinding. So how do you stay balanced? And two, how do you maintain patience?
I think I've been in it so long that I got nothing else but to do is to stay patient. I mean, I think I tell somebody that is just starting, or maybe in their second or third year of being an entrepreneur, that it's a long road. It's a long road. but you have to be stubborn on the big picture and flexible on the details. And I always like to say that. Be stubborn on the big picture, be flexible on the details. And being flexible on the details will cause that patience to grow, because you understand that, all right, I know, like, for instance, back in the day, my thing was I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. That was my thing. I was like, I want to have $1 million in the bank on a minimum by the time that I'm 30. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And crazy thing is, I just knew I was going to be pissed. I knew I was going to be pissed if it didn't happen like that. But I wasn't mad. I just got hungrier, because, you know, as you get older, you start to realize, you know, you can plan all you want, but plans never go according to the plan. They never go like they're supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? You could plan A, B, C, D, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, like,
yeah,
you know, like it doesn't matter. Like, you just have to have a goal. And you have to understand your journey and start to travel on that journey and just enjoy the growth. You got to enjoy the growth. Don't put a dollar amount to your success, because that's gonna kill it for you. That's gonna destroy your mental, your spirit. Your spirit is great. That's the thing you need the most. It's gonna destroy everything. Don't put a dollar amount for your goal. You just know you want to be wealthy. I want to be wealthy. I know I want to own multiple units throughout the U.S., throughout the country. I know I want to have a big fat house somewhere that's the base for my family. I know that I want to, you know, have these annual Louis Vuitton events that are packing thousands of people in. I know I want to get thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars from sponsors for these Louis Vuitton events. I know that I want to raise my consultation price to $5,000 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, you have those goals, and you'll get there. You got to have those kind of goals. But if you just do the small goals, like being a millionaire by 30, that's a small thinking. You know, that's small thinking. And you capping yourself. Capping yourself. You know, and that's what you don't want to do. You got to dream wild, and then don't put a time limit on it, because plans never work. Goals do. Plans never work. Goals do. And you really have no control. You don't. You put the energies out there, and then you get the work in. And you keep the faith, you keep your head on tight, and you keep believing in yourself. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. I'm telling you, there's times where I'm like, God damn, I want to be rich today. I just want to be wealthy already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, I'm talking to my wife, you know, Trey, and she's telling me, well, damn, like, look where you started. You know, you was homeless when I first met you. You know, you, like, we was in the military for 7 years, and, you know, we built this from nothing. You know, how many websites, how many companies, how many products, all that. Like, how, like look at the growth. And you know, so she was like, Google your name. And so, you know, of course, I typed in Levi Lewis III on Google, and bow, all that stuff popped up. And it was like, Levi, bam, it was me everywhere. And I was like, he's like, that wasn't there.
Ain't that something?
That wasn't there a couple years ago. All right. She was like, that wasn't, and stuff, sometimes it's stuff like that. But all right, you know, like, it's just sometimes you need to check yourself, because we all go through it. I'm pretty sure some of the most wealthiest individuals go through it. You know, like, damn, you know, like, this is not enough. And there's nothing wrong with saying it's not enough, as long as you're still happy. You know what I mean? You got to chase happiness. If you're going to chase anything, because you don't want to chase the bag. You're supposed to be magnetic. That's one of my favorite words. Be magnetic. Have the money comes to you. The money comes to you. You put in the work. You focus on the growth, your passion. The money's going to come.
It's only right.
Yeah, the money's going to come. The opportunities will come. That is for sure. You just got to chase happiness. You know, happiness doesn't come to you. It don't. You gotta learn yourself. You gotta figure out who you are, what you truly need in life. You know, the lifestyle you truly want to live, and
Yeah.
chase happiness. You chase happiness, shit just gets easy. It ain't, you know, and I say an entrepreneur's life isn't easy, but shit just gets easy. This waking up in the morning, it gets easy. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
you know, next day, all right, what's on the schedule? Who I gotta meet up with? I'm about to do a live with Caleb. We about to spit some fire. All right.
Yeah.
After this, I'm gonna message it. I'm about to put a couple kids into the Illuvione Business Bootcamp. Then I'm gonna hit somebody up and be like, hey, come join the AGB fam. Give a minimum of $5.20 to the program so that we can continue to give more to these kids. Then I'm gonna hit up my event manager and be like, hey, what we talking about with these buildings in LA? What's looking hot so we can get ready to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets easier. I love my fucking life. I gotta stop cranking. I'm really trying.
Yeah.
I love my life. And you gotta love your life. If you don't love your life, you're in the wrong situation. You gotta sit back and do some recalibrating on why don't you truly love being who you are. Love your position, love your job, love the people that are around you, love the growth, love waking up in the morning and everything you're doing. Of course, money makes everything better. You know what I'm saying? I love money. All right? I don't have a problem saying that. I don't believe in that money is the root of all evil. Some Caucasian man did that so he could stop the
So
interview.
you ain't gonna get no money.
I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that stuff. I love money and I love what it can do. You know? But money doesn't make me happy. I'm happy already. I got my family. I got my time. Nobody can control my time but me. You know what I mean? You and me, we talk to each other. You said, what's the best time? And I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? We can do this thing. Like, what's the best time for you? You have your power. You have that time. You know, you have that time. I have that time. We decided on the time together. You know, a lot of people can't do that. Well, shit, I gotta work. I gotta work this 9 to 5. I gotta work 12-hour shifts. I'm not gonna be able to do nothing until later. You know, and somebody else has got power of your time. And if having the power of your time is important to you, that's something you got to get back. It's something like that you have to get back. You want to be able, like me personally, I need to have the power over my time. I gave that up for 7 years with the military. You know, I need to be able to go to Houston tomorrow. I need to be able to talk to Jay Terra. That's JC Media, who's helping me out with Raw Words with Levi and everything. She's amazing. She's my sister. She's amazing. But you know, after not being able to do things and travel and stuff, I was like, I'm never giving that up again. You know, I'm never giving that up again. And being able to sit there on the couch with my kids and my wife and watch TV anytime I want, you know, like that's beautiful. Now, you know, money, that's a little seasoning. You know, that's a little flavor. You know what I'm saying? That's a little flavor. Yeah. It's like, how tasty do you want your meal to be? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you might only have a little bit. I got some little salt I can put on it. It's tasting pretty good. Damn, I wonder if you can taste better later. It probably will. You know, put it back in the oven. Put your business back in the oven. Let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? You know, cut up some garlic and stuff. Now you got a little extra. Ooh, now life tasting kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Where we going to Thailand? Okay. You know, like we on it. So it's just be patient and love who you are, chase happiness, and that's where patience will come. And just understand it's going to come. We don't know when. We don't know when. We don't. But you gotta keep grinding because you're not chasing the end game. You're just chasing the lifestyle that you want to live. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ride through your lifestyle and not focus on the end game, because if you get to the end, then it's over.
Wow, man, we got TD Jakes in the room tonight, bro. He's killing it, killing it, man. Bro, I'm loving this. And on the patience part, man, you was talking about that. I love that. And the fact that you spoke about it's been 7 years and you're still out here, you're still making your dreams happen. For young entrepreneurs who's afraid right now of, I can leave this 9 to 5, right? But I'm afraid of being free. Like, it's just like slavery, right? Where you probably talk about being free your whole entire life, and then when those chains and those shackles are finally off, you start thinking, where do I go? What do I eat? What do I wear? Because you've been programmed. So how should young entrepreneurs approach freedom?
I'd say you wanna you wanna start trying to run while you're in your shackles, right?
Hmm.
If you got the shackles on, right?
Gotta
You
be
got the
Harriet
shackles on
Tubman out
right
here.
now. You know, if you got your shackles on right now, you can still run. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Look at what was Kunta had a whole
You
foot
talking
cut
about
off.
Toby?
You know what I'm saying? Kobe had a whole foot
One
cut off.
foot.
You know what I'm
One
saying?
foot.
You know what I'm saying? He was still chopping. All right. So you look, you got your you working your 9 to 5. You know, it starts with the mental first. It's like, all right, I know this is not it for me. This is not what I want. Well, what do you want? If you don't know, now the time to find out about now it's time to find out what your passion is, you know, and your purpose and the problem that you want to solve. Now it's time to work on that vision. So you can now you're getting your jog on, you know, and they're like, like, where you going? Oh man, I'm headed home, you know, because I'm off of this job, but now I'm on to my next one, my job,
Yeah.
you know, because you are the job at the end of the day. You are the job. You can make yourself the job, and eventually you making yourself the job will pay you more than they're paying you, and then you can quit
Right.
that much money. You know what I'm saying? Or you can quit it before. So if you got those shackles on, you can still run. Start with your passion. Start trying to figure out who you are, what you want to do, how you want to do it, and start building it from there. Because you could be making money on both ends, you know. But yeah, and then eventually, now you're like, you know what, this 9 to 5 is taking up too much of my time
Yeah.
because this is up now. This stuff is moving. Now I'm making bread. Now I'm in it. Whether now you got an ebook from the 6-figure ebook course. Now you got all the game and stuff and the tools from the Levi Business Bootcamp. Now you got all the guides. Now you're in the private money streams group. All that stuff. Now you're in that. You know, like you're in all these things, you're tapped in. So it's like, well, damn, I'm making the bread now. Oh shit, my shackles is gone. I forgot about them all. I've been running so much. I've been running that I didn't even realize that I broke them because your stride got longer. You know what I'm saying? You start off jogging. You jogging. You know what I'm saying? You know, skipping, hobbling 1 foot. You know,
Yep.
trying to figure it out. But eventually, as you expand your mind and you expand your will to do, and you understand that you are the real job, you are the true asset, your stride starts to stretch out. You know what I mean? Them shackles can only hold on to so much power. You know what I'm saying? They can hold on to so much stride. So now your stride stretching out, your stride stretching out. Next thing you know, bam, you full out in track. You just you like, damn. And
Usain
then
Bolt out
you
there.
like, man, like you Usain Bolt now here. You like, damn, I'm really moving. And then you like, man, you know what? It's man, like, dang, like, you look down, you're like, damn, my shackles been gone. My shackles been gone. What happened? Left them. You left. You left already. It starts with them baby steps, which is I always say this too. Baby entrepreneurial steps are giant 9 to 5 steps.
Wow.
Okay?
That's a
And
bar.
everybody has to realize that. Baby entrepreneur steps are giant 9 to 5 steps. What you think is I'm just doing this is what somebody that's just stuck in the 9 to 5 and would never make that step. That's a big ass move to them. What, you bought your own website for what? Or what are you gonna do? I don't think I could do that. That's because you're not me. All right, we got 2 different visions. We on 2 different paths. This is my path. You on somebody else's path. That's cool. You want to stay on that path and work with them and build that shit up, and you just want to get paid by them. That's cool. That's dude. I'm not dogging on you, but I can't do that. This is my path. I gotta go down this way. So I'm gonna take these baby steps, which are huge steps to you, and eventually my baby steps will come into a stride. And by that time, we won't even be talking no more. Like, the conversations ain't even there, because after a while, the people that you used to talk to, and they're not making the stride that you're making and growing, then you done left them. You know what I'm saying? Now, the last time you talked to them, it's been months. Damn, years sometimes. And then when y'all do talk, there's nothing that y'all can talk about. Like,
You ain't on the same level no more.
and there's levels. There's levels. When you you can't have a conversation with somebody that's on level 1 when you're on level 20. You know what I'm saying? On a in a building. You know, if you're on level 20, you can't be, hey, you know what?
Hey,
What'd
it's
you
too
say?
far.
Yeah, you're too far. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. That's just how it is. It's like, hey man, like I tried to tell you to come with me when I hopped on the second floor, but you know you were still at the desk like this.
Damn, that's a bar, bro. That's a bar. And Levi, man, you and Eric, what y'all have done, what you guys are continuing to do and trailblaze is great stuff, man. And recently, something that I saw that I loved was how you guys have announced that the prices for the ebooks, consultations, everything is going up, rightfully so. How should entrepreneurs know their worth? Because clearly, y'all know your worth of knowing, hey, we should charge more.
So we stopped we for the longest time we were cutting our prices due to the pandemic, right? Because we wanted to reach people. We knew people needed some help. We knew people were struggling. So we were like, hey, you know, this price. You know, people still felt like it was expensive, but somebody's always going to think that you're expensive, no matter what
Right.
price that you put yourself at. And we capped our prices for a while, and then I'm seeing people growing. I'm seeing I'm changing lives. Eric's changing lives. Sometimes we're changing lives from people together, and I'm like, okay, y'all think y'all making money now. Some of y'all now making more money than we was making. So like, okay, well, shit, we could go to what we
Regular
was
schedule program.
yeah. So now, it ended up being a live where I said, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done capping myself. We tell y'all to charge what y'all worth, but we don't charge what we worth, because we're trying to give back to y'all. We're trying to reach so many people, but you gotta walk the walk. You know what I'm saying, when you're talking. So I was like, all right. I was like, when the sun come up, my price is going from $200 an hour to $500 an hour, and if you're somebody that's trying to book me monthly, it's going from $6,000 a month to $15,000 a month. And it was like, oh man, like, are you sure you want to do that? Because what about the people that we're gonna book you? They're not gonna. That's okay. You're not my clientele base. Somebody that truly believes in themselves enough was gonna pay that $500 an hour. Somebody that's making bread, and they're like, now like, okay, I'm already making six figs. I'm already building myself up. Like, what's the next step? I don't know, because I'm on the field. He's in the skybox. I see the game he's kicking. I really wanna pick his brain. Let me pay that 15 grand so I can get you for the month, so you could take me to that $1 million step. All right, I'm here for you. The same day, the next day, I kid you not, the next day, after I booked that 500, I changed myself to $500 an hour. Somebody called me for a consultation. Booked the consultation the same day, and then a couple days later, I booked another one. I was like, you set your price and you live your life. Don't lowball yourself, or like Eric likes to say, don't play yourself, pay yourself.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. But if you're just starting out, look at your competition, right? Look at your competition and see what they're charging. All right. Now you gotta gist. You gotta average. You're like, all right. You look at the people that are above you. You look at the people that are where you are. You look at the people that are below you. All right. This is what they're charging. Okay, that's the average right now. Now, are you better than them? You know what I'm saying? Are you better? Can anybody do what you do the way you do it? If it's a no, can charge more. These I'm not gonna put her name out there. So a friend of mine, almost like now sister. She was charging less than what she was worth. Just because that was the status quo. Like, I don't see nobody else doing what you're doing. Ain't nobody else got the energy that you got. Kind of charge more.
That's right.
Kind of charge more. Don't worry about what people are gonna call expensive. People were calling me expensive for years. When I was charging $20 for my imperfection bracelets, people were saying that was too expensive, right?
For a bracelet.
Because some people were paying $5 and $10 for a bracelet. I was like, well, that's crazy. Guess what? After that next year, I bumped it up to $50. And so they're like, damn, you know, now you charging $50. That's crazy. People are still buying them.
That's right.
You know, people are still buying them. And then I bumped it up a little more. And then people were still buying them. And next thing you know, now you got celebrities wearing imperfection bracelets. And you know, and due to your work and your collaborations and growth, because Eric always wears a bracelet. He got all the goddamn bracelets. So he just wears them just because. And I know people like, damn, where's the bracelet? He tells them. He tells them. And I got other people around the world wearing bracelets. And then one day it popped. Next thing you know, somebody from Russia was like, yo, I'm loving your bracelets. Can I'll buy them all. At that time, they were $100 a bracelet. That was over $1,600 that they had to pay for all the bracelets that I had for the season, Boots and Demont. That spun out some. And I got a whole bunch of love from the LGBTQIAU plus community. So that was boom. So that was another thing. But that happened during the process of me setting my price and working and collabing and doing great things. Now, one of my time-honored bracelets is $200.
Wow.
From 20 to 200. From 2018 to 2020.
Wow.
And they still buying them. Why? Because I set my price. I set my price. Somebody's going to buy them. Somebody's going to pay for what you have. As long as you got the quality, as long as you got the branding, somebody's going to pay for what you have. And if you stand out, there's a reason why Eric can charge $500 for his shoes. Name another shoe brand that looks like his.
That's right.
It's unique. Right.
Yeah.
Unique. Unique. Nobody can do that's his stuff. You know, nobody can buy off of that. You know, that's the way he does it. The red insoles, the gold tips, the perforated leather, the zipper on the back. Can't nobody steal that shit. That's his shit. That's his shoe. Ownership. Unique. That's why he can charge what he charges. Imperfection bracelets. Nobody can use the word imperfection without getting sued or owing me some money. Ownership. Wow. I own the word imperfection. IMPERFEXTION. I own that word. I have a word mark on that. Nobody can do that. And it's because of that an imperfection bracelet is now $200. Because if it was just a regular bracelet with regular charms on it, then I could see somebody be like, well, shit, I can just get one of these over there. But you can't get an imperfection bracelet anywhere, partner. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Unless you're getting it from my brand.
From the source.
I can charge $200.
Yeah.
Be unique. Make sure that nobody can do you better than you can do you. Own everything that you do in every way possible, and you start to you keep working on your craft. You know, you think Eric's shoes looked like that when he first started? No.
Yeah.
I got a pair of Eric's first shoes. I know how they felt. They was tight. You know what I'm saying? Now I was like, he's like, they fit. You know, they fit small. But you know what? I understand. I get you growing, you working on it.
That's right.
I'm only buying from you because I see the vision. I see what you see. And now, celebrities around the world is wearing them bad boys.
Everybody.
From the tight suede, in a black box, because I still got the black box. the tight suede in the black box to the LFLS white box.
That's right.
You got to work on your craft because nobody can do you better than you can do you. After you own your shit and you start to roll with it, now you can make those tweaks and turns and work with better better manufacturers and do things better and try different things. And now, man, he went from being $100 to $500.
And it's worth it.
Imperfection went from being $20 to $200. We went from doing consultations for $50 to $500 an hour. Nobody can do you better than you can do you, but you just have to be able to tap into your own self and then have people in your skybox. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Get a consultation. Get in the course. Get in the Luvione Business Bootcamp. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself because those things that you're spending money on, they're for you. And they're long lasting so that you can forever start to build on your shit. When you buy a pair of shoes, you know what I'm saying? Unless that's an investment, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I buy a pair of Air shoes, because I buy them, he don't ever give me that. You know, I'm lying. My last pair of shoes he gave me as a gift. But every other pair of shoes that I bought those $200, $300, $400 dollars. I bought that. Those are business tax write-offs. You know, but you got to understand how to do that. You got to have a business first. You got to have your business set up right first. You got to know. You got to understand why those pair of shoes are a business tax write-off, and then you got to know how you got to do it in order to make that happen. In order to do that, you got to get tapped in with the right people.
That's right. Wow. Levi, man, today it was phenomenal. Like, I can't thank you enough, man, for hopping on the live, chopping it up once again, bro. Man, before we bounce, bro, for every creative out there, young entrepreneur, podcaster, anybody who's creative right now and who's trying to find their way, what lasting words can you provide them with?
Anybody that's trying to find their way in this world we have today, I believe in you. If there's nobody that believes in you, if there's nobody that you know that's truly got your back, I got your back. I built an entire organization for you to have your back. To if you're looking for a business grant, if you're looking for an event to be a part of so that you can build your network, build a brand, talk to people, grow with other businesses, come tap in with the Louvione. I believe in you. I don't know you. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But one day I'll know you. You got the hard work. You got that hustle in you. You got that bite. I believe in you. You can start with a DM. And that DM can change your life, because somebody like me, no matter how many followers, how busy I am, because I'm a busy man. I'm busy. I will always answer a DM from someone saying, "Hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. I own this business, and I can't afford a consultation yet, but maybe we can figure something out. Maybe I can get in the boot camp, or maybe you can connect me with somebody, or yada, 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 and maybe I can do that later. If you're hungry enough, I'm here."
Wow. Levi, man, again, thank you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. When it's New Year's, bro, I can't wait for y'all to come down to the city, shoot some content. You already know it's about to be a movie, man. So you and Eric, man, you and the family, everything that you guys are doing, keep doing it, bro. It is much appreciated, man, for real. And the podcast, too. I can't wait.
Oh, look, that's coming.
Yes, sir.
Raw Words with Levi is coming. Follow Raw Words with Levi. IG handle. Me and JC Media, we got some things planned. Gonna be dope. We got to have some fun.
Let's get it, man. Levi, bro, thank you again, man. Be good. I appreciate you. I'll stay in touch.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to 3 Milli Podcast. You got to be here to be there. You feel me?
My God, man. I appreciate it, man. All right, Levi, and you be good, bro.
You too, man.
Thank you.